What if I told you a single candle pattern could predict market moves with 70% accuracy? Traders mostly rely on unreliable patterns, but today we reveal the most statistically proven candlestick patterns out there. With over 10 years of market data, academic studies, and backtesting, we are going to dive straight into some of the most profitable candlestick patterns out there. What's up, traders? Welcome back to the 2G's trading channel. And as mentioned, we're going to dive into some of the most profitable candlestick patterns out there. Number one on the list, we're going to be looking at the bullish engulfing candlestick. And this candlestick has got a 65% success rate. So what does a bullish engulfing look like? So usually you'll see on the screen as well, it's a small red candle followed by a larger green candle that basically completely overshadows the body of the bearish candle. So here's the visual, check it out. That is your bullish engulfing. Why does it work though? So in most cases, signals an extreme shift from sellers to buyers. So if you've watched some of our live streams Monday to Friday, join us for London session and NYSE session. But you would see that in most cases, as momentum starts to die out, the bullish engulfing usually shows you when the buyers come into the market. So check it out. The University of Michigan did a study on it, and 65% is what the success rate was for the bullish engulfing. So some trading tips on the bullish engulfing is enter when the engulfing candle closes, not while the candle is still forming. A lot of you guys want to preempt a move and then you get wrecked in the market, so wait for candle closures. Obviously the higher time frame is going to be a lot better than the smaller time frame, because the lower time frame could give you some false signals. But for instance, anything from a 30-minute up to a 1 hour to a 4 hour is going to give you a more reliable signal. And then very simply, you can put your stop loss just below the pattern's low. So check it out. Let me know in the comment section if you have used the bullish engulfing candle. Next up, we've got the 3 outside up. That is not a drink. That is actually a candle pattern. And this one has got a 70% success rate. So actually better than the bullish engulfing. And what does this candle pattern look like? Very simple. It's a bearish candle with a larger bullish candle engulfing it, and then the third candle closing higher. So again, you'll see it on the screen right here. You can also join our Discord. We've got a complete cheat sheet for free for you guys to use. And we actually have a lot of these candlestick patterns within our cheat sheet. So check it out. Discord link is in the description of this video. All right, why does this pattern work? It confirms seller exhaustion and buyer dominance. It's just showing that buyers are not just doing a dead cat bounce. Buyers are actually following through from the lows. So Study Park and Irwin got this to a 70% bullish reversal accuracy, so slightly higher than your bullish engulfing. So confirm this. These are some tips to use. Confirm this strategy with high volume on the third candle. So if you've got tick volume, or if you've got a volume tab in your trading view, that third candle actually needs to see a spike in volume to confirm that the pattern is actually going to be accurate and not to give you false signals. Also works best in oversold markets in terms of your RSI. So anything below 30 on your RSI is going to be beautiful for the strat. All right, next up, we've got the Morningstar Doji, 68% win rate. And what does the Doji look like? For some of you, you've seen it. Some of you, it's completely new. And no, this is not the Karate Kid movie. This is actually a candle, Morningstar Doji. So it's a long red candle with a doji and a long green candle closing above midpoint of the first candle. So I'm going to give you guys a visual representation right here. And why does the doji candle work? The doji represents market inflection. This is a point where the market is going to decide to either completely reverse or it is a pause in the market to continue. So for the guys that have joined us on our live streams, again, we have talked about small range days equal big range days, and especially with an inflection candle like this, we expect massive volume to come from it. Why? All of that volume is trapped into a tiny little body of a candle, and that volume wants to explode. So it's going to either be to the upside or to the downside. So some trading tips on it. You want to ideally get this in a trending market and not a ranging market. A ranging market could produce some false signals, so rather take this while the market is trending. So enter when the third candle breaks the doji high. All right, next up we've got the bullish abandoned baby, and I know some of you guys got abandoned as babies, but this is not the same case. This is actually a candle pattern, and this has got a 60% success rate. So what does the bullish abandoned baby look like? It does not look like you. It actually looks like this. Check the screen right here. It's a red candle with a gap down doji and a gap up green candle. Why does it work? The gap traps the sellers, and then what happens is it forces a reversal in the market. So the Journal of Technical Analysis has got this at a 60% success rate in US stocks. All right. We're not saying crypto, but you can test it out and let us know. The doji must, however, have no overlap with adjacent candles and a tight stop loss below the doji's low. Next up, we've got the Tweezer Bottom, and I can see some of your eyebrows need to get tweezed, but this one has got a 61% success rate. And what does it look like? It's two candles with identical lows forming a support level. And why does it work though? It shows strong rejection of lower prices, and Bulkowski's research has got it at a 61% bullish reversal rate. All right. Trading tips with this is you want to pair this with the RSI that is showing it is oversold for higher accuracy, and you want to enter on the break above the second candle. So you do not execute on the close of the candle. You actually wait for a break. All right, guys, now we're going to talk about some confirmation rules. We've given you all of these candlestick patterns, and now you've got some rules that you need to apply. So firstly, wait for the pattern to fully form before entering. Another good metric to add is volume confirmation. Rising volume is going to equal a stronger signal. So you want to enter when the volume is building into your direction. Risk management, even though I cannot give you financial advice, and this video is purely for educational and entertainment purposes only, ideally you would not want to risk more than 1% per trade, but that is obviously completely up to you. All right. Stop loss usually between 1 to 2% below the pattern support level or below the pattern low when you are trading stocks. But again, please consult with your financial advisor, because you could lose all of your money if you try this without consulting him. Backtesting results, 65% win rate when combined with a 50-day simple moving average trend filter. All right. And here are some limitations and cautions that I would highly suggest you guys have a look into. Is that false signals will occur. Patterns usually fail in a ranging market. There's no volume coming through. Markets are just sideways, and this is a lot of times where even just trading your normal strategy will get yourself into trouble. Success rate drops on intraday charts, and this is usually best used on daily and weekly time frames. So for some of you scalpers, maybe you're going to find some success, maybe not, but let me know in the comment section if you have been using any one of these candlestick patterns and how it went. All right, guys, so that was the 5 top patterns with a success rate between 61 to 70% win rate. And what I'm going to do for you guys is check the Discord link in the description of this video. Please go and get our cheat sheet with our strategy complete for you guys. And also, if you want to get an indicator that actually works, that also has got a 70% win rate, please check the link in the description of this video. Also check the pop-up on the screen we've got an indicator for you called Iron 2000 that takes all the fuss out of trading and just gives you the ability to focus on your trading account. So guys, thank you for watching. Please hit that like button, subscribe, join us Monday to Friday on our live streams, and we will see you guys on the next one.